Joining us today is Realtor Lisa Fletcher, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Tommy Raines. Also, you can find her at greaterlansinghomes.com. Lisa, let's talk about a consultation for selling a home. Maybe I'm thinking about selling my home in a year or 2 or 5. Is it too early to consult with you about what to do to prepare for that?
Deb, I don't think it's ever too early to start planning. So many times I'll be called in and say, you know, they've kind of given me an idea of what their plan is so that I am fully prepared. So I'm coming in, don't want anyone to feel pressure or pushed. We just want to kind of sit down and evaluate their situation, what their goals are, and then the property itself for value and how they can enhance it over the next year or 2 or 3 or 5. So you kind of look at the property with that kind of perspective, and we start planning from there.
And Lisa, for the record, has helped me to buy and sell properties before, homes before, and of course I'm not good at planning, so I'm like, hey Lisa, I want to put the house on the market next week, what do we need to do? Can I have a minute? And let's take a look, and gives you really good advice as to what you should do to optimize what you're going to get out of your house when you are ready to sell. So it's so important to have that idea. Maybe you're better at planning and you're thinking maybe in 3 years we might be ready to move along. So you can get that plan in place and get that list taken care of ahead of time without having to rush through that process. And even, you know, we've talked before about painting, investing in having your house painted. Maybe you're good at painting the inside or outside of your house yourself, or maybe you want to hire somebody to do it. Just the investment in paint, not only can you enjoy it more the time that you're there, but how much return am I going to get on the investment in terms of how much more money will I get for my house if I'm updating the paint?
Well, you'll get 150% because
Wow.
paint is always 150% worth the wait to do it. Whether it's an appliance or flooring, do something earlier rather than late so that you can get its full value and appreciation for what you're going to pay for it.
So again, we're talking about getting a home consultation. Even if you're considering possibly moving in a couple of years, you're going to remember those people that contacted you and said, you know, maybe when the kids are done with high school, we might be ready to relocate. Maybe when we get ready to retire in a couple of years. It's not too early to get a hold of you and get that plan in place, right?
Absolutely not. Start now, and I'll trust you. Trust me. I keep all this information stored, and when you call me 2 or 3 years later, I already know what our plan is, and we just start moving forward from there.
Yeah, don't wait until 10 minutes before you're ready to put it on the market like I do. Get a hold to Lisa
you were
now. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Tommy Raines. Always a pleasure, always great. I learn something from you every time, Lisa.